That stupid refrigerator's so loud. I'm recording, by the way. Wow, I'm so satisfied with this. It's like I would I've been waiting for this stuff for like 6 weeks, and you kind of have a picture in your mind's eye of how something's gonna look when it's finished. But when it's actually finished, like I'm just blown away with this. Coming from that crappy soft tubing, I'm just completely blown away with this. Absolutely just stunned with this. Completely stunned. Oh my God, that is just amazing. Yep. And I'm loving this card. This I have some gameplay footage too on my channel of F1 2019 running and some Ghost Recon Breakpoint. I played it during the free weekend and I'm thinking about getting it, but I haven't jumped on it yet. There's a problem with the game. Like, they added a survival mode, which is nice, but the drone flyovers are just way too frequent. Like, I found myself, I'm not exaggerating, like every 3 to 5 minutes having to get down into the prone position and like cover myself because a drone was flying over. And it's like, if they could tone that down to like every 20 minutes, it'd be cool, but it's just too much. I'll probably still get it because I have actually just surprisingly really, I played 7 hours of the demo and I just really liked it. I don't know what it is. Um, I like third person open world kind of games like that. So I have some gameplay footage of that in F1 2019. And what I love about this card is that this is 2080 Ti, EVGA 2080 Ti XC2 Ultra, and it's basically an XC Ultra with the ICX sensors on the PCB, like around the memory and the VRM and MOSFET. And I show it in the gameplay footage. It basically, you can see the temps of like all three memory banks and all your like VRM, and it's just really useful because my previous card that came out of an Alienware Aurora. Long story short, I've already gone over this in a previous vid, but yeah, previous owner, I got a good deal on it. I paid $750 for it, and it was a 300A card, so it wasn't locked. It overclocked well, but I got this Fantex block, which I like, along with it, and previous owner, I believe they were using factory pads, but I could be mistaken. And so I attempted to reuse the factory thermal pads on the memory, and even though like visually, like you can tell, like if you look in there to the left of that fitting, that's a memory module, and it's like making contact with the block. I gave it a visual inspection, and it looked like it was making contact, but apparently it wasn't, because that card cooked to death within like 5 days after I swapped that backplate out for this EK backplate, because the factory backplate actually had thermal pads above the memory modules on the backside of the PCB touching the backplate, so it was able to mitigate that heat through the backplate. But when I swapped over to this EK quantum block, per EK's installation instructions, for whatever reason, well, I mean, it's not for whatever reason. If the modules are making adequate contact with the water block, there should be no need for thermal pads on the backside of the PCB, because this block runs so cool. Like right now, you'll see in game, my memory temps typically don't exceed like 47, 50 degrees. And I just played some F1 2019, having reseated the backplate without the thermal pads over the memory modules, because they were just too thick. I couldn't even screw down the backplate on it. And there's no problem. But I love this card because you can see the memory temps. And this memory is a Samsung B die. And oh my God. Previous card, I was afraid to overclock the memory because it was already running so hot, and just increasing the memory overclock by like 500 megahertz was adding like fuel to the fire, so to speak. It was just making it worse. So I had like basically no memory overclock whatsoever under gaming load. And this one does plus 1100 megahertz on the memory, which is, I didn't realize how sensitive certain benchmarks are, like 3D Mark Port Royal. Oh my God. So Port Royal, my graphics score was 9200 graphics with plus 500 on the memory. Now going from plus 500 to plus 1200 on the memory, it increased the graphics score in Port Royal from 9200 to 10200. So a 1,000-point gain, a 10% gain with the memory overclock. So I can only imagine, you know, what 1100 over 0 is probably 15%. So the card's at least 15% faster in regards to ray tracing, I would say. I also have in my my videos that I've uploaded, I recently picked up what is it called? Metro Exodus, and I ran that demo in 3440 by 1440 ultra wide, and it was hitting. It averaged at 70 FPS with ray tracing on high. Oh, I'm just ecstatic with this. This will be another post. I guess like an addendum to the. I've already compiled all the videos, and I'm in the process of uploading that now. But yeah, oh my God, I'm happy, super happy to get rid of that Direct Clear. Yep, this will probably be my last update for a while. I will continue to post gameplay video footage, but this will probably be my last update for a while. Oh, I just love the way everything looks. Like, this is such a nice setup. Oh, the monitor I have over here, this is my PG278Q for 3D Vision. I haven't used 3D Vision in a while because they killed it off last year, but we've managed to keep limping it. Yeah, I'm uploading the video. Tell me, is that an insane amount of tabs, or what? I need to go through and close half these tabs out. This is insane. I close Chrome if I'm gaming, but yeah, I need to close some of these tabs. But yeah, this will probably be my last actual post-build video for a while. Just loving it with the Alienware on the monitor stand. This is such a nice setup. And if you guys are looking for a good gaming chair, this is it right here. Forget those stupid racing seats. This is the one you want to get. Herman Miller Aeron, the original one. You can find these on Craigslist for like $300-400. Highly recommend this. I've had this for like, I've had this since like 2013. So I've had it for 7 years. And when I bought it, it was like, this is such an old chair. I think the original Herman Miller Aeron. Oh man, I think like 1995 or something, 1990. It's a super old chair. But when I got this, it was already like the shock was due for replacement. I had to replace the shock. You can maintain them, but yeah, this is my peripheral setup. G815. Love this keyboard because it's so low profile. G Pro wireless. Yeah, and this is just the standard Xbox One X controller. Yeah. Alright, this will be my last video for a while. I'll continue to upload gameplay footage though. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.